Hey, everybody, welcome back to the show. This is Voice Spark Live, and tonight is a special show. It is the Sparkies.
Sparky's 2021. Here we go.
2021. We are super excited. We have 5 guests joining us tonight. We are super excited about it, and we will be tabulating the scores in real time in order to make it completely 100% transparent. And this will be based off the YouTube scores and also the voting scores as well. So with that being said, I want to welcome my hosts, Emily and Ben, alongside me. And does anybody have any voice first news they'd like to share?
Yes. Well, I guess for all of us, we'll be speaking at the Voice Tech Summit tomorrow. And we'll be doing a presentation on ethics and privacy in voice experiences. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah,
and I promise I'm going to elbow in some voice gaming stuff too.
You should, man.
Of course.
You should. That's your thing. I love it. No, I mean, the only thing I have is I'm just really excited for tonight. What a great group of people and, their work and skills and actions that they've created. So really, really exciting. Obviously we get to talk about it all year long, but it culminates tonight in a really, really great event. And I'm really excited to share that with you all.
Yeah, I'm super excited too. We went back. I reached out today to the manufacturers of the awards, and they're ready to rock and roll. So whenever that happens, we're ready.
We are ready. We are ready.
Let me go ahead and bring up the information for the Voice Tech Summit Americas. If you want to join or take a look at it, again, it's going to be the second day of festivities will be tomorrow. So check it out. It's just voicetechsummitus.com. And the other thing I wanted to talk about before we get in to bringing on any guests or anything is Fabella. And now this is the company that I work for, Wonderword, is conducting a game jam. So if you build an interactive story / game using Fabella and signing up through their portal, you could possibly receive $500 cash and Echo Dot 4th generation and 12 months free of the professional service. And then $250, 6 months free of the professional service, and $100 with 3 months free of the professional service. So all top three winning entries will be published on both Google and Amazon, and will permanently live on our host site, PopTel. So there you have it. That is the voice first news for this episode. Is everybody ready to bring on the DOS boss?
Yes. So excited.
All right. So our first guest tonight is the DOS boss himself, Bobby Bryant. Bobby, how's it going? You were on mute, brother.
It's going great, guys. How you doing?
Doing great. How are you?
We're doing awesome.
Hey, work. I'm doing great myself. Thanks for having me.
What show were you watching in the background?
You know what? If you guys have not seen *Halt and Catch Fire* on Netflix, I encourage everybody watching this to check it out. It is phenomenal.
It's one of my favorite shows, Bobby.
Yep. Netflix series. So I love it.
I consider myself to be a Joe McMillan in some ways.
Right, exactly.
Even though I had a really, really bad grooming accident today, I went ahead and shaved my mustache at a different level than my goatee, so I look all jacked up. But hey, it's the little things in life that let you know you're not perfect.
Right.
So, Bobby, what
Yes,
is going on in the world of DOS?
It's a lot of fun things going on. It's finally at that point where it's fun now. It's been a lot of work. Maybe a lot of people don't know, but this whole idea, came to me back in 2011 when I saw, IBM Watson beat the two winningest players in Jeopardy history. And then a few years after that, I mean, we literally put out a very, very impressive MVP in what was that, 2016, 2017? I mean, you had Alexa that was just short of 2 years old, and Google Assistant hadn't even launched yet. Right today, Google is 5 years old, and Alexa is 7, and that's a hard fact. But so we've scrapped it, rebuilt it, scrapped it, and rebuilt it again, and now we're 59 days old via our public beta, and so we're pretty excited about where it's at, because we didn't have these unlimited resources, millions of dollars. So we had to be very, very meticulous and calculate and study and read and understand. And so, no, we're in a great place right now, man. So 59 days public beta and counting, learning a lot, exciting to see people's response to what we are developing. We're infusing a ton of new data, tightening some things up. We're about to launch our home servicing side of it to better complement and start enrolling service providers throughout the country to do instant connections. So the minute I say, hey, Doss, I need a roofer, can you send some people over to give me estimates? So keywords prompt, do I send one person or do I send up to 3 to give an estimate? We've just, I can't say his name just yet, but we're about to announce a natural language, NLU scientist, which is huge. I can't wait to announce that for you guys. We just hired a data engineer, a DevOps guy. So, we just like anything else, and being that we're building this thing, we're now at that point where we can start hiring people to be more specialized. And that's the fun part, to see guys come in and see where it's at and really, really just take it to the next level.
Well, Bobby, if you need a cheerleader, let me know. And secondly, if you had to summarize DOS in one sentence for the people out there, you're in an elevator with them and you have one sentence, how would you summarize DOS for them?
An intelligent assistant designed to improve the way people list and sell, search real estate, and making it easier to service things around the home.
Sweet. I love it.
That's it.
I love it. Okay, so here's what I'm going to ask of you, Bobby. If you could stay backstage, because after we get done tabulating, we're going to bring everybody back on. If you have the time, if not, if you got to run, that's cool too. But we definitely want to keep you backstage.
Cool.
Awesome. Thanks, Bobby.
Thank you.
We'll see you in a little bit.
Thank you.
All right, so now we need to start tallying some votes.
Here we go.
Cool.
Okay, so real quick, here's the official final leaderboard. The top 3: Automotive Electrical Game, 272, Kind Space, 102, Cards of Wonder, 62, Space Bones at 30, and then Other Side at 19. And that's to round out your top 5. Now, here's the thing, okay? If you get between 0 and 30 votes, you get 20%, which is a 1, represents a 1. If you get between 30 and 60, you get a 2. If you get between 60 and 100, you get a 3. If you get between 100 and 200, you get a 4. And if you get between 200 and 272, which is the most, you get 5 total points added on to your voting tally. Now, again, we're being completely transparent here. And so, Emily, what's the first skill that we're going to review?
It looks like bamboo learning.
Okay, cool. So what we will do now is we will take the bamboo learning skill and we will put it into a calculator. I will unshare my screen and let Emily share hers, and we'll go from there.
Okay. Cool.
By the way, I just love how everybody's dressed up tonight. So
It's a special night, Nick.
it is. It is a special night. Okay, cool. So bamboo learning. Let me go ahead. I'm going to bring up my tablet here so I have it ready to rock and roll. Okay, and
Here we go.
let's do it.
Okay. So,
Okay. So the first category that we do is sound and FX. And what did they get in sound and FX?
Oh, it was 4.
Okay,
So
4.
that is
So they get an,
already set.
yep, that's already populated.
Mm-hmm. Replayability is a 3, so that's already set as well. Graphics is a 4, so that is set. Conversational design is 4. And the overall theme is a 4 as well. And then how many votes?
So being that they are underneath 30, they only get 20% for that.
Okay.
And then hit calculate. And then it should pop up at the top. If you scroll back up, there you go.
Okay.
So
50.
Bamboo Learning, and I know these, hey guys, I get it. They look crazy, right? And so 53.6 in F. But guess what? That's not bad. That just means you didn't throw us in your newsletter. That's all.
That's
Okay,
right.
what's the second one?
Okay, the second one is Cards of Wonder.
Okay.
So, okay, that is sound effects 4. Replayability is 4.
Mm-hmm.
Graphics and multimodal is 4. Conversational design is 4, and theme is also 4.
Okay.
So we're all good.
Pretty solid across the
And
board
then-
there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then he has a 62, which would actually put him into the 3 category, which would give him a 60 in votes.
Okay.
72.
Okay. 72.0. He got a C. He can try harder next year. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Now let's go ahead and move on to the next one. And you can pick those randomly off the page as well if you want to.
Okay,
You don't have to go in a particular order.
sure.
Maybe mix them up just a touch.
Okay. Then we'll do let's do America's Victoria.
Okay,
America's
cool.
Victoria.
So that one is sound and effects 3. Replayability 2. Graphics and multimodal 3. Conversational design 3. And the theme is 4.
Mm-hmm.
How many votes for this one?
And she got one. They got 1 vote, so that would give her a 20.
44.
Okay, 44. All right.
Okay.
And we're going to break after every 5 and bring on another special guest
Okay.
for all you
Awesome.
watching at home. So we've got 2 more left.
Okay, let's go ahead to Escape the City.
Okay.
So sound and effects is 4. Replayability is 3. Graphics is 3. Conversational design is 2. Theme is 4. And then how many votes?
Escape the City got 7, so that
Okay.
puts us at 20.
Perfect.
Okay, calculate it out.
Okay.
Okay, 46.4. Okay.
Okay. And then one more. Let's do Quidditch Through the Ages.
Quidditch through the ages.
Cool.
Okay, so sound and effects is 5. Replayability is 3. Graphics and multimodal is 4. Conversational design is 4. And the theme is 4 as well. How many votes?
We are looking at One.
One.
So we're
Oh,
looking at another
okay.
20%. And
There you go.
do me a favor and continue without me because my MacBook Pro crapped the bed.
Okay.
Just pick the other side. It had 19 votes. That'll be the next one we review.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. Okay, the other side. Hold on, let me just mark. Okay. The other side. Okay, sound and effects are 3.
Okay.
Replayability is 4. Graphics and multimodal is 4.
Okay.
Conversational design is 3.
All right.
And theme is 4.
Okay. And wait, which skill is this again?
This
I'm
is
sorry.
the other side?
The other side.
Yes.
I think that also had.
Oh, didn't you say 19 votes?
19 votes. Yes, that's right.
That's-
19.
yeah,
That's
okay.
right. 19. The other side. I just found
So
it. 19 votes. There we go.
Oh, nice. Okay, perfect. Okay, so that's a 51.2.
Got pulled into action really quickly. There we go.
Awesome.
Okay, so 52. Okay, well, all right. So some good scores so far. I'm sure we're gonna kind of keep it going, and we're gonna see some other interesting scores along the way. I know there were some serious voters along the way, very serious voters. So, so that is we're looking forward to keeping this going. So, should we wait for Nick to come back in, or should we
Let's just go ahead and bring I think
we're gonna bring
Caroline.
Caroline. Yeah, we're
right?
gonna bring Caroline in.
Okay,
Yep, that's right.
Perfect. Oh, let me.
No worries.
Here we go. Okay. Hi.
Hi, Caroline. How are you?
Hello, it's good to see you, Emily and Ben.
Good to see
Thanks
you
so
too.
much for joining us.
No problem.
I know you're up very late for us, but we appreciate it. We also appreciate, your contribution and whatnot to the community. It's great at large. It's great.
Thank you. Yes, I'm over in Scotland, so it's 2 a.m. over here.
Wow.
Complete trooper to hang out with us this late at night on the Voice Spark show and Sparky show tonight. So we appreciate that.
So tell us a little bit about what you do in the voice space.
Yes, no problem. Yeah, so we've developed a voice application called KindSpace that helps people with their well-being. And I guess what's quite interesting is our journey to get to this point, because actually myself and my co-founder run a smart homes company. So we actually specialize more in the hardware and helping people to adopt these technologies. We look at helping people who want to maintain their independence in their own homes. So that's something we're really passionate about. And we love working with people and seeing the magic that happens when they're given some tools that can help them and things that help to connect them better with their families as well. It's just beautiful. And the voice assistants, they are so amazing. So
That's great.
When the pandemic hit and we couldn't go to people's houses anymore, we really felt for our customers, and that's where the inspirations come from, is really thinking about how could we help them to feel less lonely, help them deal with anxiety, help them to be better connected to the world around them. And then that's where KindSpace came from. So it's been a very incredible last couple of years.
That's awesome. That sounds great. Now, my question is this: what
I think we lost Nick again.
even have us
Oh,
do a
dear.
review? Was it? Did you see us on Twitter? What was the thought process behind that?
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I saw online actually. So, I'm actually a member of Women in Voice as well. So, the
Great.
global organization. And so, I only just found out about them in the summer this year. And they've been really supportive as well. So, yeah, I'm just really enjoying getting to know more about these communities, because obviously we're not voice developers by background, and how welcoming everyone is as well. It's brilliant.
That's awesome. Yeah, we try to do this because what we want to do is shine a light on, you know, the third party developers, the small guys and the big guys, just developers in general. But we tend to focus a little bit more on the smaller third party developers in the organization or in the industry. And I thought it was great whenever you filled out, I was like, who is this? What's going on here? So you got to do the little Twitter stalking and stuff like that, and add them on LinkedIn and stuff. And I'm like, oh, this is really cool. And whenever I played the game, or whenever I played the skill, I was blown away by it. And I was like, wow, this is cool. I mean, there are other skills out there that will do what you're doing, but not in the sense of how you're doing it. And that's the difference. The personal touch and what you guys were able to do with the real estate was great. And my hat goes off to you for that. So, thanks.
Thank you. That's really lovely feedback. Yeah, we did a lot of user research, and then also looking into the fields of loneliness and how that is monitored. And it was all very clinical feeling, and that's not what we wanted for our users. And even just really subtle things like using the word you instead of I was really valuable feedback that we got from our users. And the length of how long she talks for. Lots of things that we got feedback on, and we had lots of fun creating the sonic branding ourselves as well, and things like that. And they're all just little touches that, it's made up the difference.
Yeah. It goes a long way.
Yeah, user testing especially is so important for everything. So
For sure.
That's great.
Well, hey, we're going to go ahead. We'll bounce you out, Caroline, if you can. Please.
Awesome. Thank you.
Stay backstage, and we're going to tally up some more votes. All right. Emily, are you ready?
Cool. Yes. Let me share my screen again.
Okay, so the other side got a 51 based on that. So Cards of Wonder is in the lead at this point. They are number one.
Yes. Okay, so let's go to movie quiz.
Movie quiz.
So, okay, so movie quiz has sound and effects 4, replayability 4, graphics and multimodal 4, conversational design is 3, and theme is 5.
Nice. And they got 5 actual votes, and that would give them a 20. So we're good to go there.
Okay, 56.
56. All right, cool.
Awesome.
All right, cool. And the next one.
Okay, so let's go to Bluebeard's Bride.
Nice.
It's a fun one.
It's a fun one.
So sound and effects are 4. Replayability is 4. Graphics and multimodal is 1. Conversational design is 3. And the theme is a 4. And then how many votes?
Bluebeard Bride had 4 votes. So that puts us at a 20.
46.4.
Okay, cool. All right.
Okay. Let's do Kind Space.
Let's do Kind Space.
Okay, so sound and effects are 4. Replayability is 3. Graphics and multimodal are 4. Conversational design is a 3. And the theme is a 4.
And she has 102 votes, which gives her an 80 there.
Perfect. Okay. 75.2.
75.2.
Okay.
All right, is that 5?
We have 2 more.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, man, I can't count. That truly is going to my,
Actually,
that
we
truly's going to my
did
head.
6 last time. So let's
we did do 6.
yes.
Okay,
So let's do one more for this one.
And just for Nick, you should probably do I need a drink.
Oh.
Yeah, do that
Okay. Okay, there we go. Sound and effects 3. Replayability is 2. Graphics and multimodal is 1. Conversational design is 3. And the theme is also a 3. And how many votes for this one?
4.
4.
4. Okay. Okay, so this is 36.8. Okay. So I will hand it back to you guys.
Okay. Perfect. Let's bring in. I'm going to bring in 2 people this time because I believe they share the same genre. Clint, are you there? Clint is there. And I'm going to also bring in Chris as well. So, Chris, Clint, welcome. How's everything going tonight? I mean, I know Space Bones is on the list. What are you thinking, man? You think you might be able to edge some of these guys out? Throw yourself up top?
Well, I mean, they're all fantastic skills. I mean, I've seen them. I've played them all. So really cool. Just to be in the company of all these greats is honor enough.
Nice.
Congrats on Spacebones, Chris. It's a super cool game. I've been playing it a lot lately, and the visual element is next level.
Oh, thank you, Clint. Appreciate it.
It's good, man. It's real good. Clint, so the reason why we wanted to have you on is because we wanted to have somebody who actually won one of these things. And for you to tell us a little bit about how you invented Detective, how you've created Detective X, and what your thought process was, and also what you thought whenever you actually got your Sparky in the mail.
I mean, first of all, yeah, the award itself, it's a beautiful award. I'm not sure what you're going for this year, Nick, if you're sticking with the same style, but yeah, it's a beautiful little piece of hardware, and I keep it on the shelf right beside my desk here, right beside my Echo Show, and yeah, every time I look over, it brings a smile to my face, and it's also a great motivator to keep making new games and potentially win more Sparkies in the future.
That's awesome. And I can't wait too, because I'd love to go ahead and review some more of your stuff.
Yeah,
you have a good 80s vibe, like 80s vibe about your stuff. I mean, like even whenever you look at something like 9 Lives Trivia, it's got that sort of like Family Feud-esque about it. And I just love it. So it's great.
Thanks so much.
Chris, back over to you. You recently moved to the greater Nashville area, and how's everything going on that front? Are you looking at developing any more in the future? Is this impeding you from developing? What's your next steps as a developer?
No, this is giving me some I'm ready to focus in again. I've taken a brief hiatus from developing anything too crazy. I did implement some cool new things through using the Alexa to phone technology, which is really cool. You send a link from Alexa to a device and get information back. Really cool. I was able to do that recently in a subscription-based ISP I got to introduce recently just to see how that would work. I have something kind of in the works. I'm trying to build out a kind of a flow chart on it, and it's kind of a throwback to kind of an homage, let's say, to ColecoVision. It's Only Rock and Roll. It was this fantastic text-based game back in the 80s, and I'm like, man, something like this maybe would be so cool for a voice-based game. So I'm starting to get the early develops, but I want to do it all retro. So it's just like the visual elements are a pixel based, really heavy. The MIDI soundtrack to it. I want to make it just completely retro and fun. So it's
That's
gonna
awesome.
So we did get a comment here. It said, "Good luck, Kind Space." Is that an actual a portrait? I would have to say. Let me bring in Caroline here real quick. Is that an actual portrait of your husband? Oh, wait, where's she at? Oh, it brought in Steve. My bad. Hold on. Click the wrong person. Caroline, is that your husband?
Yes, that's so funny. He's supposed to be asleep.
Oh, that's
Nice.
so cute.
Yeah, that's his South Park style character. Yeah, but he does look like that.
He's a sweetheart. You're a sweetheart, Thomas. Okay, cool. That sounds awesome. I mean, that's the one thing, and I think Clint can agree with me about this. Developing for voice is like scratching an itch, right? So you get this idea in your head and you're thinking to yourself, like, how can I make this work? And then you think about voice and you think, oh, I can have them do this. And then it can ask for this and then do this and this and this and this. And I don't know if you guys agree with me, but that's sort of the way I feel whenever I develop. Like, this is an itch that I'm trying to scratch. What do you guys think?
Yeah, if I can say like so when I first started coding, when I was just a very, very young child, like I did basic games for all my friends in the neighborhood. So it'd just be, oh, hey, try my new game, make a new, like, whatever. just these text-based games. Come over and try this, This brings me back to that original love of developing, where it was like, oh, now it's just fun. I just get to build something. I get people to play with it. And that just, but you hit the nail on the head, because that's exactly how I feel. I get to go back to that original, just fun parts of developing where,
Yeah,
Emily,
similar to.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, similar to what Chris was saying about looking back at 80s games and taking inspiration from that. That's a lot of what I do as well. Of what's something that I'm already passionate about, what's something that I already have a love for, and how do I translate that into voice gaming?
Yep.
Yeah, and I think it shows through in the skills, and it's great.
Does anybody have any news they want to break? Like, Clint, are you developing a new game or something?
That's kind of what I want to get to, Clint.
Yeah,
what's on the horizon?
What about you, Chris? You got anything brewing besides the 80s thing?
Yeah, I definitely have a couple of new game ideas that I haven't started developing them, but I'm just kind of mulling them over in my head. But I think very, very shortly they'll come about. I'm also revisiting Detective X, and I'm in the process of adding some APL into that. I was working with a comic book artist to do that. Unfortunately, there's been some setbacks with that, but I'm going to continue pursuing it. And I'm really excited for that to see the light of day. And then I'm also working on a new project called Bot Bridge, which is we're still in the beta, but that's going to bring play to earn gaming to the voice space.
Oh, and cool. I mean, that is phenomenal. I actually tried it. Now, I'm not trying to be like the bearer of bad news, but who pays the people for playing the games? Because every time I played, it was like a deposit has been made into your account, and I'm like, so how does that work?
It's the developers who are paying. The person who's released the game is the one who's paying their users to use it. But we're seeing this in a lot of different lights, that it could simply be a marketing play where this is just a way to get people to come on board or spark their curiosity. But we also see ways that this could be a complement to ISP and subscriptions and things like that. And maybe you can only unlock the rewards if you already have purchased some kind of an ISP. And then we're also working on an NFT component where that will add extra features to the game or add boosts to the amount of rewards you can get, things of that nature. So I think there's a variety of ways that the devs can potentially monetize it, and that's a lot of it is three of the biggest issues I think in voice gaming are monetization, discoverability, and replay, and we think that this could potentially help all three of those.
That is
That's
awesome.
great. That's
And I'll tell
exciting.
you
That's really
right
cool.
now, it works, and it works well. I mean, I was really impressed with it, especially whenever like I said, you just get a random email saying a deposit has been made in your account. And I'm like, whoa, what is this?
Cool.
So
Yeah.
it's
And
definitely got some legs.
thank you. And we're looking this, as a community thing. We want to get other devs involved, and we kind of think of this as a high tide raises all ships kind of approach.
I couldn't agree more,
That's
Clint.
great.
Well, Clint and Chris, if you can, please stay back behind stage, and we'll go ahead, bounce you out, and then we'll tally up some more votes.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Emily, you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, cool.
Okay. There we go. Okay. So let's do Warriors Lands.
Cool.
Warriors Land. Okay.
If I can find it. There we go. Okay. Okay. So they have a 4 for sound and effects, 4 for replayability, graphics and multimodal is 5, conversational design is 3, and theme is 5. And how many votes?
Votes they got
17.
17, which gives them just 1 or
Okay.
20.
So they have a 58.4.
Now, I've got to tell you, one of the things I really want to say about this game is that I was able to log into a web portal and actually watch my character move on the map as I dictated the direction to the Google Assistant.
Wow.
And to me, that was phenomenal. I lost my proverbial crap whenever I saw that. That was beautiful.
That's really
All right.
cool.
Cool.
Okay, let's go to Space Bones.
All right, cool.
Okay. Sound and effects, 4. Replayability, 4. Graphics and multimodal is 4. Conversational design is 3. And theme is 5. And then how many votes?
Space Bones, 30.
30, yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so that would be 2, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Okay, 64.
Moving up.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go to Toy Doctor. Okay, so sound and effects is 4. Replayability is 3. Graphics and multimodal is 4. Conversational design is 3. Theme is 4. And then how many votes?
Toy Doctor got 4, so it'd be a 20.
This one's 51.2.
Okay, 51.2. Okay. How many do you have? I have 12 total, or are you at 13?
I'm at 13, I believe.
Okay, cool. Let's keep rocking
Yeah.
and rolling.
Okay, let's go to automotive electrical game.
Here we go.
Okay. So sound and effects is 3. Replayability is 4. Graphics and multimodal is 3. Conversational design is 3. And theme is 4. And I believe this one has 272 votes.
Yes, yes.
Oh, so that is, yes, 100.
100. There we go.
We got 80.8.
80.8.
Okay, cool.
That's the lead right now, I believe, right?
That is
Yeah.
the lead. And all right, cool.
Okay, so let's go to Lovecraft World.
Lovecraft.
See, I was really holding out for this one. I
Lovecraft.
yeah,
Yeah, me too.
I was really hoping that those the people over at Just AI Global would have really put some backing behind it as far as getting people out the vote. Because I mean I as far as Google Actions go, I love this. I mean this is one of the premier ones.
Like, yeah, I feel the same way. But yeah, the votes weren't as robust.
Mm-mm.
So 100 or 5 for sound and effects. Replayability is 4. Graphics and multimodal is 4. Conversational design is 4. And theme is also 4. And then how many votes?
20 or 20.
Lovecraft?
Oh no. They got 5 votes, but it's gonna equal 20.
Oh,
Sorry.
20. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Okay, 58.4.
Okay, cool.
Okay, awesome.
All right,
I
cool.
will
So that
send it
brings
back
us
to
up
you.
to 15. And let's go ahead and bring in 2 more of our guests that have been waiting backstage. We're going to have Chris, Cards of Wonder, and Steve, the Iceman. And we're going to talk to them a little bit about their skills. So, Steve, real quick, bouncing over to you. You got to be feeling pretty good sitting at the 80.8.
I do. I had some good kids to help me with that, huh?
That's awesome. I think it's totally great that you had the support of your community behind you. And you know, I just think that speaks volumes to not only your character, but the character of your students and the student body. So that's awesome.
Yes, I think so too. Thank you.
Yep.
And you know, I'm not a coder. I'm an educator, and I just look for fun ways for my kids to get their education. I teach an auto mechanics class, and you know, we use virtual reality and hands-on learning, all kinds of different things. But this is just one more thing that I thought we could do, you know, to get them involved, you know, and have some fun while they're in class.
Heck yeah.
Definitely.
I couldn't agree more. Now, Will, bouncing over to you, how do you feel? You got 72.0 currently in third place. You think it's going to hold up?
Yeah, I think so, but I need more friends. That's or maybe I need to buy more friends. I don't know what it is, but
Buy more.
More friends.
Does Facebook offer that service? Like what?
no,
that's
on
cool.
Facebook. I hate Facebook.
So
But,
what was your
I do have a game coming out hopefully
cool.
next year
Mhm.
that will beat Cards of Wonder. So I'll
what
be
is
it?
top next year.
I like he's calling a shot here. He's
I
calling a shot.
know. He's like the Babe Ruth of skill development. No, but seriously though, what can you give us a little sneak peek behind the curtain? What's the dealio?
I mentioned it in the comments before. And I also stream it if you're really interested. But it's a space game, but it's you know, all those collecting inventory games. So it's like that, but it's has the same type of aspect as Cards of Wonder does. So it's a lot quicker on the PvP, or not PvP. What is it called? RPG, like the RPG, like rounds are quicker. So, but your inventory does still improve your chances to hit, or chances to hit. So,
Nice.
and there's only 3 rounds, and you either lose or you win.
Well, have you ever played Star Control for any of the older systems back in the day? Star Control 2?
I don't
Anything
think
like that? No? Well, there was a game for an old video game system called 3DO, and similar to that, but this was like exploration of planets. You'd pick things up, you'd have to mine them, you mine them, you turn them into stuff, and then based on that, you're able to do battle with other people. So that's
Nice.
pretty interesting. Now,
Yeah, this one is mainly you just open up crates and you get a different type of inventory. I
Sweet.
actually this summer I rendered 150 images for this game
Okay.
Whoa.
That's a
in
lot.
14 days.
So what you're saying is it's going to look beautiful.
I hope so. I put a lot of effort in this thing. So
That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal.
It's amazing.
So, hey, Steve, I want to bounce back over to you real quick. Do you have, I know, like you said before, you're not a coder. Do you have plans to expand this? Like, are you going to maybe, I mean, because you've kind of, I mean, I know the voice world's kind of small, but you've kind of like solidified your corner as the automotive guy who creates these things. Like, do you think you're going to expand into another testing category?
And also the educator too. So yeah.
Yeah.
I think I would like to expand it, to the other areas. There's 7 other areas of ASE that could be added in there to help students get credentials and their student ASE certification. So yes, I think I would like to continue on with that in the future.
It's got to be pretty cool to see your name on Amazon too, huh?
Oh, it is.
That's awesome. All right, cool. So let me ask you this, and this is a question for both of you. Will, you go first. What advice would you give to somebody just fresh off the boat? They're coming in, they want to develop for Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant. What would be your word, not cards of wisdom, but your words of wisdom for them?
Just do something simple. Just do it. If you enjoy it, do something more on top of it. It's like a building blocks, keep improving yourself, keep improving what you do. But make sure you enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, I'd probably move on to something that you do enjoy. That's what I would say.
Cool. Steve, same question for you. What would you say to somebody who has an idea, thinking about doing this, not sure if they can? What would you say to them?
I would say that was the same situation that I was in. I had no idea what I was doing to start with. Used the Amazon blueprint to get started and just have some fun with it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's
great.
awesome. Ben, Emily, do you have anything for Steve or Will?
I was just wondering, like, how you found voice technology, Steve, and how you decided, like, to use it and get into it.
I have a lot of Alexas around. I've built a smart house. I use it in the car, and I was playing a game on it on a drive, and I heard another skill that was to prepare for a certification for A+, a computer certification. And that's what gave me the idea to do this for my students and to make a game out of it. So
That's
great.
awesome.
So, yeah. So my follow up to that is like, how have other educators that are, your peers in the school, how have they, seen you use it? And have they asked you questions, how do I use it? Or how do I use voice technology in their curriculum at the end of the day? If they showed interest as well?
A few have, yes. And a lot of people that have retired and have some time at home that used to teach have used it and called and said, man, this is really cool. How do you do this? So I've had a good bit of interest in it.
That's great.
That's awesome.
That's phenomenal. Okay, cool. So we're going to bounce Will and Steve back out, and we're going to continue the tabulation of the last 5 skills, and then we'll bring everybody back in for a quick roundtable. All right, Emily, you ready?
Okay, yes.
I think we're in the home stretch here, right?
Yep,
now
this
we
is
got
last
5
one, last
left.
5. Okay. So
Reminds me of one of my favorite songs. I've got 5 on it.
So let's start with guitar teacher.
Okay.
So sound and effects is 5. Replayability is 3. Graphics and multimodal is 4. Conversational design is 4. And theme is 4.
And guitar teacher had 3 votes, so that gives him a 20.
Okay, perfect. 56.
Okay, 56.
Okay, tiny chef. Okay, which I think is now renamed Clove Chef, right?
No, you got that on the reverse. It was clove, and then now it's tiny.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry, my bad.
worries.
Remember, there was a rebranding of some sort. Okay, sound and effects, 3. Replayability is 3. Graphics and multimodal is 4. Conversation design is 3. And theme is 3. And how many votes?
For Tiny Chef?
Yes.
Tiny Chef got 2.
2.
2. Okay.
We got 2.
Okay. 46.4.
46.4.
Okay. And then snatch word. Okay. Sound and effects is 3. Replayability is 4. Graphics and multimodal is 5. Conversational design is 3. And theme is 4.
And Snatch Word got 12 votes.
Okay.
So that's a 20. Yeah, and you know what's interesting about this game? 53.6. You know what I really loved about Snatch Word was that you could play it on any device. It was It was a Bixby capsule, it was a Google Assistant, it was an Amazon Alexa skill, and all of that was interchangeable. So to be honest with you, Mark Tucker set the gold standard for graphics and multimodal as far as being the multimodal aspect of that category, because I mean that's true multimodal-ish to have multi-platform.
That's right.
Okay. International Soccer Manager. Sound and effects is 3. Replayability is 3. Graphics and multimodal is 2. Conversational design is 3. And theme is 4.
All right. International Soccer Manager has 5 votes.
Okay. So 44. And then the last one is Horrific Histories.
Now, one of the things I wanted to say about International Soccer Manager before we move on, there are a couple skills out there that are like this, right? Where it's like almost like sort of like a decision-based sports game.
Right.
And I'm actually using this for a little bit of inspiration.
Yeah, man.
A lot of inspiration in a game that I'm developing. So this game is pretty good. And if people who like soccer would probably get a kick out of this.
I loved it.
So, there you go. Hashtag Benny Bucks.
Well, hashtag Nicholas, because the game that you're working on, I'm very excited about, honestly.
Awesome. Thanks, Ben. I appreciate it. It's a work in progress.
I love the concept of it, but here we go. Let's go.
Okay.
Last
Last one. Yes. So sound and effects is 3. Replayability is 3. Graphics and multimodal is 4. Conversational design is 3. And theme is 4. And how many votes?
4. Horrific Histories had 4 votes.
Okay.
20.
48.8.
Okay, 48.8. Okay, cool. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at these numbers and bring everybody back in. I'm going to bring in Bobby. I'm going to bring in Clint. I'm going to bring in Steve. I'm going to bring in Caroline, Will, and Chris. 9 people on the board. I love it.
Wow.
Full house. Here we go.
Cool.
I
So,
feel like the Brady Bunch. Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Bobby, I'm going to head on over to you first. What do you think about this competition?
You know, competition is always being a Nick Saban fan, Mr. Nick. But
That's right.
Ben, you know I had to do it to him.
You
But
had
no,
to.
hey, good stuff. It's very unique. I've never seen it before, so first time doing it on Voice Spark. So no, I think it's a great thing.
Yeah. And next year, we're going to have a sponsorship opportunity for you all lined up. So you don't worry about it. Oh, man. That's funny. Okay, cool. So based on our tally, we have first place with automotive electrical game at an 80.8%. Second
right.
place, we have Kind Space at 75.2%. Third, Cards of Wonder, 72%. And where is Space Bones at? Space Bones, a 64%. And then Warriors Land, 58.4%. So with that being said, that rounds out our top 5. Caroline is number 2. Steve is number 1. And Will is number 3. Chris, so close. What do you think, man?
Yeah, we're in good company, like I said. So happy to be there. A consolation prize, I'm sure, is fine for me, whatever that happens to be. So
I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to send you a stack full of Voice Spark business cards.
Can't wait to get those in the mail. Just taking it rain in the neighborhood.
That's right.
All right.
All right, cool. So now, Will, let's go on over to you real quick. And so, what do you think about third place?
Any place is amazing. I'm like with Chris. I mean, this is just amazing that you guys are doing this. There's nothing like this out there I've seen. And I've been in here for 5 years or so. So yeah, this is amazing.
Yep. And here's the thing: we don't ask for anything in return, except for your grandmother's email address. That's it.
That's it.
They're all dead.
No, we wanted to create a spot where we could definitely create something that was completely fair, completely above board. And the way we do it is we accept submissions completely free. You go to our website, you fill out the quick form, and we create a 5-minute YouTube video, and we rate your Alexa skill or Google action. Upon that, just because we reviewed it, it is now in that criteria. Now, with that being said, if you've already submitted a skill, it can't be submitted again. That's one of the stipulations. It's almost like the Oscars, right? You can't have Gone with the Wind winning it every single year. You got to let somebody else win. So, and that only thing that does is that just triggers your inspiration. It gets the juices flowing, and it allows you to create something new and different. So with that being said, get out there, start doing it, and start thinking of those ideas. Clint, I want to go back to you for a minute. And what do you think about this? What do you think about the skills that got first, second, and third?
Yeah, I think those are great choices. Congrats to the winners, and welcome to the family of Sparky winners.
Nice, that's awesome. And what's really cool is that now it's grown, it's doubled, right? It's gone from 3 winners to 6, so it's going to be awesome. So Caroline, I'm going to go over to you real quick because I know you need to hit the old rack, as I used to call it. But what do you think about this experience? What do you think about Kind Space? What does the future hold?
Oh, it's just wonderful. We're so grateful for your feedback on what we've built, and we are so, so grateful to all of the people who have supported us on this journey to get to this point, and everyone who voted. So thank you, everyone, when you watch this back, because you're all asleep. It's been really lovely, and just thank you so much. And yeah, it's helping us on our journey. It's giving us, feedback that we can work with. So yeah, it's just brilliant. Thank you.
Now, I do have to tell you this. Will and Steve are probably going to get their awards way quicker than you will, especially with COVID and going across the pond per se. It's going to take a while. But it is, and I don't want you to think, oh man, he said it, but the awards in the mail. This isn't like the checks in the mail or go down to the office and see what's going on. I promise I'm going to get you one. So
that will be an exciting day when it arrives. Can't wait.
Emily, Ben, what do you guys have to say to Caroline?
Well,
congratulations. I mean,
exactly
great
that.
job. Like, this is,
Exactly that. And then to everybody, congratulations across the board. I'm very excited for all of you and happy you can be part of this, family of growth for what we're doing, and just really excited to see your work actually get out there. We're super excited about that. So congratulations, everybody.
And the other thing I want to tell everybody is that if you take a look at last year's Sparky winners, we keep these results up. So as you win, you will be able to see who won the Sparkies from last year.
Yep.
And now this year, you will also see who was nominated. So hopefully through SEO, you're able to pick up some users that way as well too,
sure,
because they're going to see that you were nominated for an award, so on and so forth. Now we get to turn our attention to the Iceman, Steve Eisnockel, from Alabama. Word on the street is he's the neighbor of Nick Saban. Is that true? Is that a rumor? Or?
That is definitely a rumor.
That's definitely a rumor, cannot be confirmed nor denied. But so Steve, what do you think, man? I know you had a lot of pull behind your student body and stuff like that, and your staff. But what do you think about this whole thing?
Man, I thought it was great. I appreciate you guys calling attention to our skills that we've made. A lot of times people may not know about it without you guys putting it out there and making a big deal out of it.
Yep.
And I appreciate you doing that. Thanks so much.
Hey, no problem, Steve. No problem at all. Ben, Emily, you got anything for Steve?
Congratulations again.
Thank you, Emily.
Yeah,
exactly that.
Great,
Congrats, man. Congrats.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah, and one of the things that I wanted to do in making this and having it designed this way was that so people could see how the stuff was being tabulated and see where they could fall. But also, it's sort of like, you kind of miss that flair whenever you watch an award show or you watch the Oscars. It's like down to so many people, and then boom, somebody opens up an envelope and that's it. So this way we try to make it a completely transparent as possible. And I think it turned out pretty well. And I think we're going to keep this sort of scoring for next year moving forward. We may tweak it a little bit with the percentages, but overall, I think this is a winning formula. So does anybody else have anything else they want to say? Anything they want to plug? No? Bobby, you got to plug it.
Come on, man. Let's go, man.
I just wanted to say I appreciate you and Clint's haircuts. It just makes me feel, at home over here. So I just want to say
in good company. Okay, cool. So with that being said, if you can stay back behind stage one little bit while we do the outro here, and we will close out the Sparkies 2021. Remember, if you want to Sparky yourself and you're a small or big time developer, the only thing you got to do is fill out the form on our website, the contact us form, and we'll take it from there. We have a grading rubric, and you can see exactly what you need to do in order to hit those numbers. And we stick pretty strictly to them. So with that being said, thank you and have a good night.
Congratulations, everybody.